Rizal's life, work and writings.
Greetings! I am Nicolai Peterson A. Aguilo, taking up the Bachelor of Science in Management Accounting 1. As of the moment, out of the 11 prevalent circumstances that existed during Rizal's time, I will start by addressing only one, entitled forced labor. Now, without further ado, let's begin. One of the Spanish colonial practice introduced to Filipinos was Polo y Servicio, or forced labor. The rules that were enforced in the Philippines during the colonial period were guided with the Recopilación de Leyes de los Reinos de las Indias, which was formed in year 1680. This law contained rules that will control the interaction between Spanish settlers and natives. Forced labor, also known as Polo y Servicio, based on the book written by Gregorio Zalde, it is a compulsory labor imposed by the Spanish colonial authorities towards adult Filipino males in the construction of churches, schools, hospitals, buildings and repair roads, of the ships in the shipyards and other public works. During this time, most of the Filipinos hated the forced labor because of the abuses and unequal treatment causing inconvenience and suffering towards the common people. It disturbed their works in farms and shops because they were compelled to work far from their homes and towns. Polo y Servicio is also understood as stating that all male Filipinos aged from 16 to 60 years old were sent to different places to provide free labor for 40 days a year, and this was reduced to 15 days during the year 1884.
The word polo refers to community work, and the laborer was called polista.
These are examples of the jobs and tasks that Filipino workers were called and required to do, such as building roads and bridges, constructing public buildings and churches, cutting timber in the forest, working in shipyards, and serving in Spanish military expeditions. During this time, rich Filipino people were totally advantaged compared to Filipino people who experienced poverty, because in forced labor, there are also we call exemptions. So these members who were exempted from forced labor are the members of the Principalia or the noble class in the towns of Spanish Philippines. Rich Filipinos also avoided Polo y Servicio by paying the falya. Falya is an annual tax then amounting to 7 pesos. The law also exempted local officials and school teachers because of their services to the state. Due of this condition, forced labor, many Filipinos experience abuse and injustice. For little to no pay, police officers work. Additionally, Filipino workers were isolated from their families and made to labor in dangerous or unhygienic conditions, which led them to accidents and fatalities. As a result, there were several uprisings that eventually culminated to a larger revolution against the Spanish colonial authorities. Polo y Servicio became an additional burden towards Filipino people. Polo y Servicio's intention was good, but the administrators in the Philippines did not follow the provisions. First reason is that polistas were not paid. Second is that they were sent to faraway places, keeping them away from their family. Third is that some polistas died from hunger and sickness due to hard labor. And lastly, the fields were uncultivated. Hello, so this ended the discussion for the topic entitled Polo y Servicio. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye!